Hello everybody, this is NCS, and welcome back to Let's Play Jade Cocoon. Last time, we explored most of this forest here, and we also found a skeleton key, and today we're gonna make use of it. For that, we go down into this, well, what is this anyway? Well, it seems to be a rune of some sort. Use the skeleton key on this treasure, and we get 4 meta mugwort, better than normal mugwort obviously. A shell flicker and an iron hatband. Well, I guess we could equip that one actually. For that we go here into other and can equip it, although it heavily lowers our speed. For our hero, I don't really like a loss of speed because that's pretty much only what you need. That reminds me, we also have the stagger here, but okay, it only decreases our speed by 1. But still, the more speed, the better for a hero. And we don't have any armor yet. Because, really, if you're fighting a lot with your hero, you're doing something wrong. Fighting should be mostly done by your minions. But anyway. Yeah, let's go the other path, which we didn't go last time around. Oh, we can actually go to the right. Oh, right. That's the way you have to go, but, okay. For some reason, I thought you had to go up and to the left there. Kind of looked like there was a way there, but there wasn't. And if we go to this way and don't run into random trees all the time,
Halt, boy!
We get another strange voice actor.
I've heard rumors of men who disguise themselves as cocoon masters to poach game here.
But we're not one of them, masked boy.
You may be one of them.
No, we're not.
We must find out whether or not you're the real thing.
And here we have a random minor boss battle. This spell here isn't all too troublesome. Actually, it's pathetic. It's just, well, I guess a tutorial boss spell? I don't know. Okay, don't block our attacks. But this spell here is, well, strange. It is here to make it custom to battles against humanoid characters. Okay, what was that? Yeah, nothing special, only that humans usually don't have an element. And if we actually... How does he do that? Yeah. They don't have an element, and thus you can pretty much use all of your minions. And that was it already. Yeah, pretty easy actually. And with that, we get another great walnut. Nice.
Ow! That hurts! Alright, that's all for now.
For now, we beat your ass!
Cottage lies ahead. Go on! Get out of here! Next time I won't go so easy on you.
Okay, Louie. I'll make sure of that. And yeah, it was only Louie in disguise. Well, not really disguise, he just put a helm on. Or mask, and that one wasn't even all too great. And here we get another weapon. The Quasar. It is water elemental, and I believe it also raises your magic stat a little bit. But I'm not that much of a fan of it because it decreases your menu, thank you. Your speed a bit, if I'm not mistaken, and yes, even more so than the dagger. You can take it. This is actually not a bad weapon, but like I said, I like to have my my speed. Now let's see if I can change that creature's element if I go to the teleporter again. Yes, I can! Nice! Alright, I captured this minion here. And I guess, if you go up here, then you'll get to, well, the boss of this area. So yeah, before we go there, I'd say it would be a good time to finally merge all of our minions that we have already. So yeah, let's do that. Yes, I know, I could have used the Hunter's Earring as well, but I didn't want to. So anyway, I'm back at my booth, and I guess it's a good time to explain a bit more about merging. Last time I explained already the basics of elemental merging, and well, I guess I've explained all there is to the stats. Well, at least the most important stuff. But I guess I could explain the different ways you can fuse a minion elemental-wise. Well, basically, you can fuse minions with only one element, with two elements, with three, or obviously with four elements. However, there are slight disadvantages, but also advantages to fusing the creatures that way. Well, I guess I'm gonna start with the top and go to the bottom. The four elemental minions. They are the most difficult to obtain and the most difficult to maintain. Because, well, I guess pretty much the only way you can get them is by fusing two elemental minions that have the opposite elements together. So if you have, for example, a water and fire minion, the only way to get a 4 elemental minion is to fuse them together with a earth and air minion. Because otherwise, the area your element will take in the diagram will be so little that by fusing it with another element, it'll just disappear. So if you have a 3 elemental minion already and fuse the missing 4th element in it, it will usually cancel out the other elements, or at least the one with the least size in the diagram. So yeah, not only is it difficult to obtain and obviously to maintain because you can only fuse it with another 4 elemental minion, so you won't lose one of your elements. It also has the least, well, advantages in defense because, well, and offense actually, because, well, in offense, I already did say that the smaller the size of the diagram, that will result in less effective damage of the element itself. So yeah, your offense will be crippled a bit, or like rather a bit much. And defense-wise, well, the element that is strong against another element also gains, well, advantages in defense. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have a fire elemental minion, for example, air elemental attacks will deal less damage to you. And if you have a 4 elemental minion, that will mean that you won't gain any advantages because you have every element inside of you. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of 4 elemental minions, even though I did that a lot when I was younger. And that was the reason why I sucked so much, yeah. I always lost against the final boss because of that. Well, another way to do this is to get a 3 elemental minion. That is a little better than 4 elemental minions, but again, the amount of damage you will deal with elemental attacks isn't as great as with a 1 elemental minion, obviously. And nowhere near as good, even. Defense-wise, it's better than the 4 elemental minion already, since you have 2 normal effective elements, 1 element that is strong against you and 1 element that is weak against you. For example, if you have a fire, air, and earth type, fire will be very effective against you, but earth will be not effective against you. So yeah, that's good if you want to have some balance and not all too many weaknesses, but I used it a lot as well when I was younger, but again, not as great as what I'm going to be using. Or at least in my opinion, it's not as great. Being the 2 elemental minions. There are actually 2 ways you could do that, either by using 2 elements that are next to each other, like for example fire and air, or by choosing the 2 opposite elements, fire and earth, or water and air. If you choose the opposite elements, that will mean, just like with the 4 elemental version, that you don't have any weaknesses, but also no advantages in defense. But yeah, at least you're having a little bonus in offense, since the elemental attacks you're going to be using will be a little stronger. But I'm going to be using 2 elements that are next to each other, because then you actually do have advantages over other elements, but also weaknesses. So let's say I have a fire and air elemental, then water and fire will be strong against my creature, but air and earth will be weak against me. And to be honest, I prefer it that way, because really I have 3 minions, so I can switch. Unfortunately, obviously, I will have 2 elements twice and 2 elements only once, but it could be worse. And lastly, you can obviously leave the creatures with only 1 element. I don't really like doing that, because then I'd have 2 1-elemental creatures and 1 2-elemental minion, but yeah. I like my creatures to be a little more versatile than only 1 element. Although with 1 element creatures you obviously have stronger elemental attacks, but the difference isn't that great anymore between 1 elemental creatures and 2 elemental creatures. So yeah, with that explained now, I guess I could finally start using my creatures. Okay, what could I? Okay, it is rearranged already, it seems. Which creatures could I fuse together for the best effects? Well, let's see. I wrote down which elements I want to have in the final run. So, oh yeah, something else I didn't talk about yet. Is the forms the creatures can obtain by fusing them together. Let's see. Yeah, let's fuse water and earth together now, just for showing things off. Well, as you could see, I chose a level 2 creature and a level 3 creature, and my level 2 creature gained a level. Although if you change things around, okay, 3 and 2 level are probably not the best thing to show, but yeah, it'll also again be level 3, but this time it won't show that it has gained a level up, because your base creature was already level 3. The base creature is obviously the one that you chose first. And depending on which creature you choose first, the stats you can gain, or rather the stats you will finally have, will be different. For example, here, right now I have 21 attack and 19 defense. No, I not want to fuse. And let's hope things will be different now. Yeah, I have 26 defense and 26 attack and 25 defense. So yeah, the stats will always be closer to the base creature you had. So if you have a physically strong creature but a magically weak creature and fuse it together with the exact opposite, then yeah, the stats will be mostly from the base creature. But doing that is obviously not the way to go, because, well, average creatures are just, well, average. And also, you usually don't have creatures that both are good in, or have a lot of physical attacks and magical attacks unless you're doing something like that. So what you want to do instead usually is, let's say, fuse this Mardek with the with this one, because both of them have high attack power and a little bit more speed. Also, because both of these creatures were level 3 already, they gained another level. Yeah, so same level creatures will always result in a creature that has one level higher. And as you can also see, the stats, because the level up increased a little, and because the dot in the stats diagram moved up a little, well, closer to attack, the magic stat decreased a little. By pressing the square button, you can look at the attacks you've gained. If both of these creatures had a horn attack, only one of them would have remained. So yeah, you can cancel out attacks like that. Here would have been the magical attacks, and yeah. By pressing the circle button, you can view the enemy, the creature's form. And as you can see here, because they looked completely alike, the body physique has kept remaining, but the color has changed to a slightly lighter green. Yeah, more like lemon green. But if you fuse two creatures of different stature together, let's say, again, there's Terrified and, let's say, Patosh, why not? This is what will happen. The main body physique will remain of the base creature, but the, the skin of the other creature will be used. And a mixture of both their colors, which depend on their elements. Fire elemental creatures are always red, water elementals blue, earth elementals green, and air elementals yellow. And if you fuse them together, a mixture of their color will appear. So, yeah, I guess that's all there is to say. Well, yeah, if you want a creature of a specific body type and skin, you have to play around a little until everything works out. Also, from what I've read, if you definitely want to have a body and skin type all the way through, what you can do is fuse it together with the body type of the base creature you used, and at the very end of the fusion progress, you can fuse your final minion together with the minion used as the first base type. Then it'll look pretty close to the original one. But yeah, I guess because I don't know myself what I want to do with my creatures, how I want to fuse them together, I guess I could end this episode for, well, yeah, right now. So, this was NCS, and farewell for now.